Hola, how is everybody doing? Is everybody doing okay? I want to check in on my empaths because the energy is wicked right now. That's all I can say. Um, just try to add extra protection right now. We're just kind of feeling everything that's going on in the collective. I know as soon as I got ready to do a reading, all of a sudden I've started feeling so nauseous. So I have a feeling a lot of us are coming up against the opposition right now because we are stepping into our purpose. We are stepping into our divinity for many of us light workers, and that makes the devil shake in his boots. So it doesn't surprise me. I feel great all day, and then I get ready to do a reading, and I start feeling like, ugh. So I know there's a reason. Yesterday, I woke up to snow, so I didn't do anything yesterday but just watch all the beautiful snowflakes in March. Yeah, I live in a very bipolar state. Anyways, we're just going to check in on the Ascended Masters. I have a feeling that the Ascended Masters have a message for you guys today. Hi, my name is Elisa. I just want to jump right in, you guys, because I want to kind of make this short and sweet today. So, Divine Mother, Divine Father, angels, ancestors, guides of the highest light and love, please help me be the best possible vessel I can be for you today. Help me deliver these messages accurately and clearly to the collective. Archangel Michael, I ask for your protection during this reading for me and the collective energies. I ask Mary Magdalene, my grandmother Apollonia, Yeshua, Goddess Isis to please be here. Lady Portia, Divine Order, and look at all that purple. Okay, there she is. There's Mother Mary. I had a feeling an Ascended Master wanted to come out and talk to us today, so we have two beautiful Divine Feminine energies here. Lady Portia is purple and pink. She has a gem right here at her third eye. So you, my dears, are very intuitive. At this moment, right now, you are incredibly intuitive. She represents divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And then we have beautiful Mother Mary, love and peace. There's those beautiful pink roses. So we have pink roses and purple flowers. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. So have you guys been healing a mother wound? Is this something that's been ongoing? I feel that strongly, that you have been working on a mother wound. Maybe your mother is on the other side now. Maybe she's already transitioned. But I definitely feel Mother Mary came out for a reason. She has been seeing the work that you're doing. I have a Mother Mary deck. Let me grab her and see if she has anything else that might want to come through for us. Mother Mary, Queen of the Angels. Let's see if there's anything else. And then we will go ahead and just start in on tarot. But that's what I'm feeling from these energies coming in here. That maybe that's what that important lesson is. That's why Lady Portia is here, because your mother, for some of you, has been a big lesson for you. She's been one of your greatest teachers. That's what's coming through right now. So Divine Mother, Lady Portia, what else can we tell the collective about this energy? Let's see, what else? God and boundaries. Yes. I think you've been putting up boundaries with your mother. I think you've been very connected to God. I step out of the way and surrender any need for control in order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me and this situation. Most definitely. You've been on the journey of healing mother wounds, which in turn heals your lineage. So you took on a very important mission, boundaries, but this is what you've been doing. I'm clear and honest with others about my expectations. Spirit just told me your mother was your biggest or is your biggest influence. And that is something that you've been trying to heal from. You've been trying to step it on your own, per se. You've been putting up necessary boundaries with your mother. I think your mother is your biggest critic, but she's also your biggest teacher, your biggest lesson, right? Important lessons are unfolding. Anything else, Divine Mother, Mother Mary, about this? Okay, let's see here. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to take both of these. So we have, you're definitely in your feminine energy. I believe for those of you that resonate so far, this is something that you've been in the process of healing and creating boundaries with your mother and trusting in this process that God is going to take care of it for you. And this has allowed you to step into your feminine energy. I allow my feminine nature to shine brightly as a valuable part of my identity. When you heal, you are starting to bring your energy back in balance, your feminine, your masculine energy. You're bringing it back into balance. You are in your feminine energy now, or this is what you are stepping into, which is a receiving energy. I'm being pressured to kind of clarify this about your mom a little bit. I just see somebody's mom. I see a shorter woman, little bit thicker around the middle. She's got like short, bobbish brown hair, like in your business. I think someone has a mom who's like always in your business, doesn't trust that you know what you're doing with your life. We're going to keep going on this, you guys, but we also have miracle. I trust in God to know the perfect solution to this situation. And on the bottom here was another card of trust. So I believe you've been turning to God, the divine, and letting God know, hey, I got to heal this mother wound that I have, or I'm never going to move forward in my life. I'm never going to be able to break free of it and be my own person. I think your mother is a huge influence on you. So the more you trust, I know that God in his infinite wisdom and love is answering my prayers right now. The more you trust in God, I mean, this is so clear, you guys. Have faith that he is bringing resolution to this. Maybe you're at a point in your life where you're like, I just cannot be in my mom's energy anymore. And maybe there's guilt involved. Oh, let's do tarot first. Spirit is saying, yes, this is our mother. Our mother is the most important, it should be the most important person in our life. They should be that nurturer. They should be that caregiver for us. A lot of mamas fall short. And some mamas don't ever say, I'm sorry. You know, they have that, well, I'm the mom and you just need to do what I say. I feel like that's somebody's mom right here in this energy. And you're breaking free of that. You are breaking away of that. And you're doing it through love, though. You're not being, yeah, look at this, 5 of Cups. This situation with your mom has been a very sad one. And it's been your whole life. And okay, so what I think you've been doing, and if you haven't, this is your advice right now. Stop focusing on those things that your mother did that hurt you, that brought you so much heartbreak and sadness. Don't focus on those things anymore. I know you're like, it's easier said than done. I get it. I've been healing a mother wound as well. It's the hardest wound to heal, but I'm going to tell you, it is necessary. It is necessary for you to put these boundaries up and say, no, mom, I'm not going to let you talk to me like that anymore. If you want my respect, you have to respect me. You are learning that has to be an equal give and take. You're learning that, okay, I am a grown up now, and you have to treat me as such, Mom. I'm not a little kid anymore that you can just tell me what to do or give me your advice all the time. Oh, why are you doing that? And why are you doing this? And, you're learning that, Mom, you're just going to have to trust that I am grown and I have to live my life now. We have 7 of Swords in reverse. This came underneath the boundaries. Okay, they're saying not in reverse. I think some of you are dealing with very narcissistic mothers that there's an air of jealousy. I think your mom knows how special you are, how you are a divine being of God. And I think since day one, your mother has known how special you are. And there's been envy. Spirit's giving me the color green, which always reminds me of envy. I think your mother has been sneaky with you in the past. I think she has spoken negatively about you in the past. I don't think she's given you that support that you've always wanted and needed from her. Unfortunately, for those who are still here resonating with this, your mother has narcissistic tendencies. She loves the attention and all eyes on her. And I think you're just this special, special spirit, this soul that no matter what you look like on the exterior, people feel you. They feel that good energy. So you command attention, not like you walk in a room and everybody look at me, but your energy just commands attention. And your mother has always been very envious of this, very much so. Yes, 8 of Swords. Oh my goodness, you guys. 8 of Swords. Okay, we're getting a little bit better here. So this energy here, why you had to put these boundaries up. Your mom had you stuck in a cycle. Thank you, Spirit. You were in a karmic loop with your mother, and I'm hearing family members. You've been in this karmic loop where you would just try harder and harder. Like, I just want her to love me. I just want her to give me her respect. And I just want her to pay attention to me. Maybe you've had other siblings and there was always that competition for mom's affection and love. You felt very stuck and bound to your mother. She had some kind of power over you, some kind of pull that was really difficult for you to pull away from. I feel this is what's happening right now. This is some pretty heavy energy. 7 of Swords to the 8 of Swords. So you are going to break free of it because we have the Sun here. We have this Knight of Wands energy. I am going to clarify the Knight of Wands. The outcome from this breaking free from your mother's grip. Okay, I'm hearing that. This is what is going to be bringing in this new energy. This is going to be God's confirmation to you that it's okay. Yes, she's your mother, but your mother should also give you the love and respect that you give her, and you have not been receiving that. And that has caused you some serious issues in your life. And you're finally saying, enough is enough. Yes, she's my mom and I love her madly, but she is my biggest critic, and I deserve to be around people that uplift me and inspire me rather than always pointing out my faults, right? But yes, so with this Sun card, yes, trust that there will be, for you at least, a peaceful resolution to this, okay? Right now, just focus on you. This is going to bring you that much needed, how do I want to say it? Relief, release. Your mom's got a big hold on you. Tell me why this Knight of Wands is here. I just feel like there's a lot of joy and happiness and fun coming into your life after being in this cycle with your mother for a very long time. Oh, that's too many. Okay, but we did get two. Look at this. Cycles, just like I said. The Wheel of Fortune. So we have Lady Portia here now talking about divine order. This was divinely orchestrated. You are the generational curse breaker of your family, and it had to start with your mother. This was the biggest wounding for you. And spirit is, I'm hearing the word acceleration. Bringing, okay, what that's kind of letting me know is this is going to be a chapter closed. Now, whether you decide to speak to your mother or not, or keep her in your life, that's your decision. She has very narcissistic energy. So you would want to be really, really mindful of that. But with this Wheel of Fortune, that cycle is closed. And now you are starting this new cycle because here you are, Empress energy, divine feminine, right? Feminine energy. So we have Libra energy here. We have Leo. Maybe your mother's a Leo or a Libra. Maybe she's an air sign or a water sign, fire sign. But here you are now. Okay? There is peaceful resolution happening. But what I mean by that, now let's say you decide, I'm going to take a step back from my mom and I'm going to take a break. Well, that's going to be conducive to you, not to your mom. That's okay. You have to focus on you right now because you've been healing. And I feel like this is kind of like the little last thing that you have still kind of keeping you stuck, right? This Eight of Swords. But you're closing out these cycles. These cycles are coming to an end. And now you're in this receiving mode. Maybe you had a mother who really conditioned you into thinking, maybe you grew up in a house of a single mom. Maybe money was always tight, but she let you know that. Like, we're broke, we have no money, we can't afford this. Maybe you had to start working very, very young just to keep up with your friends. You are healing those family, I don't want to say curses. These are more like, how do I want to say it? These are issues that have been going on in your lineage for a long time. One of them most definitely could be poverty. Okay? So you're in this receiving mode now. Now you're in this feminine energy. Now Spirit is saying, please trust. This was nothing you should feel guilty about having to set these boundaries with your mother. Don't feel guilty. Because what is coming in now with this Knight of Wands is this new energy of playfulness and fun. You've closed out those old cycles. You're not worried about being judged by your mother anymore. I'm looking at the monkey with the blindfold, so I don't know why that came through that way, but I think your mother was very judgmental of you. And I know I'm painting her out to be this horrific person, and I'm sure she's not. She had healing to do, and she didn't do it. So it's like you took the mission for the family. Because this isn't just healing your mother wounds. This is healing so many wounds in your lineage. Five of Pentacles, there's that lack mentality, right? So, for example, I was raised by a single mom and, we went to food banks and things like that. And I was taught at a very young age, you have to work hard. You have to work tirelessly to get what you need, right? And so up until just recently, I was working 3-4 jobs, always hustling. And then I started to trust in God. And I said, you know what? I'm too old for this shit, God. I don't want to work this much. I want to make money while I'm resting. So I've been talking to God about that, right? And so I just say, the more I rest, the more money I make. And I shit you not, I have never had money flow to me this easily in my life because I broke free from this lack mentality that was ingrained in my head since I was old enough to hear my mom's voice. You have to bust your ass and hustle to get what you want. I have freed myself from that now. Maybe that's what you're in the process of doing. Maybe you resonate with that. Maybe you've been healing those money wounds in your lineage. The lack mentality. You know, they say to hang out kind of like in the environment that you want to be. So maybe start hanging out at the little fancier places, and then you can kind of show spirit, this is what I'm ready for. I'm ready for a rich, easy life. I've healed these lessons that I've learned from my mother. And the Empress here, that's a mother. She's a mother. And I feel for many of you, you are mothers as well. And you mother your children completely different than your mother mothered you. That was a lot. But does that make sense? I think you all are very beautiful, nurturing. And probably because you didn't get that, right? Look at this, 10 of Swords. So maybe that's how your mom had you feeling before. Had you feeling depleted. Like, I think you gave a lot of your energy to your mom, hoping for a little bit just in return. And it was disappointment after disappointment. And if you had siblings, maybe you were the black sheep and you were kind of ignored and you were the weirdo. And so this is kind of how you felt after dealing with your mom your whole life. Like, damn, I can't do shit right. Like, she just put sword after sword after sword in my back. Like, point out something good, Mom. Point out something good I'm doing. So we have Knight of Swords. You have something moving into your energy really quickly with the Three of Wands on the bottom and Tower energy. Something very unexpected. This miracle. Should we try to see if Spirit will tell us what this miracle is? Because you have Scorpio energy here. You have something coming in from Spirit. And it is going to change your life. And it is a miracle. And it's coming from Mother Mary. It's coming from your lineage. Let's go ahead and take the Kipperish. Where are we at on time here, guys? Oh, 22:20. 222. Maybe you're seeing twos. If this reading resonates, try your best not to feel guilty, you guys. Yes, it's your mother. But just like you've been healing and growing, we should all heal and grow. We all have issues that we should be working on throughout our lives. And so many of the older generations don't believe in that. They don't believe in therapy. They don't believe in healing. They don't believe in crying, And so you are breaking free from that. You're that. Why I'm going to say it, because that's what Spirit's telling me, a curse breaker. Okay, Spirit, anything else you can tell us about this mother? Okay, let's see here. I got to do a mic check. Okay. Oh, okay. Is Mama a little bit emotionally unstable? We have mentally and emotionally unstable. So maybe your mom has mental health issues. Maybe she's always had mental health issues. And maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe she never got help for it, or maybe she denies it. But all I know is you're unbothered. And that could be making your mom a little bit angry. Like, why doesn't she do anything? Why doesn't he do what I tell him anymore? Why aren't they following my directions? Like, you've put those boundaries up. And mom is not happy about that. You're unbothered, though. You're like, I send you peace and love. I don't feel anybody's been nasty to their mom, but I think you've just been kind of like, I'm a peaceful, calm soul these days, Mama, and you're not going to rock my boat anymore. We have distant future. We were asking about miracle. So you definitely have miracles coming in. Maybe you're taking the road less traveled. Okay. Ooh, I think your mom is a little obsessed with you. Look at that. She's a little gray-haired lady. Little bit obsessed. I don't think too many people have told your mom no before. And you stood up to her and she's like, now she's obsessed with you. Like, oh my gosh, how did they get so powerful? How did they get so brave? How did they get so much courage? What's going on? You know, maybe you've stepped into this healer role. Maybe that's why mom is obsessed. Like, oh my gosh, how on earth did my child take all this pain they've endured their lifetime and turn it into their passion? You're a healer. Wow. So that's what you've been focusing on. You've been focusing on you. And because you've done this healing from your mother wound, this is the destined divine order that you're stepping into. We have, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's see what else we got here. What did I say? There's that green. Jealousy, envy. Poor mama. Mama's so, what is the word? Your mama doesn't have much self-esteem. She doesn't love herself. And it's so sad because here she has a child that is a healer, and you could do so much for her, but I think she's very resistant, very set in her ways. Yeah, bondage, concern. Look at that again. Bondage, Eight of Swords. Again, they don't know what to do with you being powerful. They like you better being a pushover. They like you better doting on them and waiting on them hand and foot, because I think some of you did that for your mom. But you know what, High Priestess? This is that miracle that I believe is coming in. We have a message. We have real love. We have Priestess. So you're definitely High Priestess energy. You're a healer. Maybe this message is coming in from somebody that wants to get to know you. We've had love coming out a lot lately. A lot of love. Because when you do the work, you are rewarded. That's how it works, you guys. So anything else you can tell us about this miracle? I think Mother Mary just wanted to come through to say she sees that you did this with love in your heart. You didn't do it out of hatred. You did it out of self-preservation. Self-preservation. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Sorry. Yeah, look at this. Love spell. Love spell. Your mom doesn't want to see you happy. She doesn't want, I think, oh God, this is terrible. Whose mom is this? Because we have karmic female. So your mom is definitely a karmic. She was here to teach you a lesson. She has been your biggest teacher. So maybe this will kind of give you some peace of mind if you decide, yeah, I really don't want my mom in my energy anymore. She's so negative. Well, maybe this will give you peace of mind. Well, she is a karmic. She was in your life for a very good reason. But she's quite obsessed. And she does not want you to get love. There's so much jealousy. This mama is very jealous. And she doesn't want to see you happy with anybody. If she's not happy with anybody, why should you be? That's what I'm hearing. Oh, mama. All we can do is tap our heart and pray for our mothers, right? But part of this miracle could be a new love coming in. But you have sunshine and happiness in the distant future, guys. You have a surprise coming in. Like I said, an unexpected surprise with this Tower card. And mama, your mama came out as a flying monkey. She's definitely a karmic. Your mama will never change. Maybe this person, your mom, hides behind religion. I see somebody holding a Bible. Well, I'm a Christian and I go to Bible studies, so I do no wrong. There are people like that. Where, I was raised Catholic. Sunday morning, you smelt the alcohol coming from people's breath. Well, I can go out and whoop it up on Saturday night, and I could just have to come in and ask the priest for forgiveness through confession, and I'm good. You know what I mean? It's like, I think that they might hide behind religion a little bit to make excuses for the way that they've treated you. Okay, final message here, Spirit. Thank you for the message from the mother. This is somebody who needed to hear this. I think you've been having a little bit of guilt because you have been distancing yourself from your mom. Absolutely. Double confirmation here. Abandonment. You have been healing abandonment wounds. You've been healing childhood abandonment wounds. You guys, you took this mission and you ran with it. Ooh, okay, so mom might have a Jezebel spirit. Okay, maybe she's been single forever. Maybe that's why. Okay, so mama definitely has, for some of you, has a Jezebel spirit. And you, yeah, third party situation. I think you were ganged up on a lot by family members. That's what I'm feeling with this. But you've been over here healing and you become a healer, north node, south node. You're stepping into your north node now. Why you are here, your divine order, your divine purpose. This lesson has been learned. It's like now Spirit is saying you are free to roam about the cabin. I've been getting the funniest messages. So you're free. You are free now of this generational curse. You've healed those abandonment issues. You've healed the lack mentality, the poverty, the, feeling very left out in the cold. Your family let you know you're the black sheep. You're the weirdo. Well, it's because you're a priest. You're not weird. You're just super connected to God. And so you know things. You're different. You're special. And your mom's always known that about you. And that's why there's so much jealousy. But y'all, this is what you got to look forward to for healing that mother wound. The sun and a miracle. Okay? And this miracle is coming from Mother Mary. Because I think for many of you, like I said, you're mothers. And you didn't repeat these cycles of your mom. You became a better mother. You became a different kind of mother. So this is what you get now. Thank you, Mother Mary, for coming through with this message today. This is absolutely beautiful. Tap your heart. Send your mother love. You don't have to go have potato salad with her on Saturday. If people's energy are not good for you, then you must stay away. That's how it works, you guys. It doesn't matter who it is. But this was good to know. I think this was just a little heads up. Mama's a little sore that you put those boundaries up and that you healed, but you did it. You're a freaking badass. All right. Expect these miracles. Expect a happy, beautiful life heading your way. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you go. I talked long enough. I think we're almost at about a half an hour. So you guys have a super great rest of your day. Hang in there if you've been feeling all this energy. Just drink a lot of water, listen to your body, and choose peace. All right, you guys, I love you so much. See you later.